bring half the energy to that free drink, and we're going to be having a great time. I ran into a friend recently who I hadn't seen in a while, so I asked how he was doing, and he said he was doing well, but he was actually recovering from being a hardcore heroin addict. I was like, yeah, well, that may be for curling or whatever they're doing over there, but that's okay. But I was still like, oh, that's crazy. But I'm happy you're doing well. But in my head, all I could think is, why did you say hardcore? Like, if you had been like, I'm a recovering heroin addict, I would have been like, hold on. Let me stop you right there, friend. What are we talking, hardcore? Softcore? Because I'm not listening to this story from a fucking amateur. What's the difference between hardcore and softcore? I guess with hardcore, they can show the needle going in. I guess that would be one thing. Like, but are there casual heroin users out there? Like, people who are just like, you know me, man. I don't do it all the time, but when I have a couple beers, I like to do a little heroin. I had a really long week at work, so I just went home, drew a bath, lit some candles, turned on some Kenny G, and did heroin. Seems really aggressive to me. But I don't do any drugs myself, I don't do any drugs. But I like to drink. I enjoy drinking. The only thing I don't like about drinking is nights always kind of end the same way. You end up eating something unhealthy, fast food, drive-through, whatever. I just wish like one time it was like, dude, I just got so hammered last night. Went home, made myself this kale and quinoa salad. Fucking drenched it in low-carb vinaigrette. Oh yeah, it was organic. I said I was hammered, not a monster. Speaking of drinking, I hate my job. Anyone else hate their job? Yeah, we can agree on that. I don't know why. I don't know. I just kind of feel like underappreciated, underpaid. I actually kind of feel like I'm in a pyramid scheme, to be honest. I'm not sure why. But I feel like I'm in like a giant pyramid scheme. I work at the Luxor. And I don't know. One of the worst parts about my job is where I sit. Like, at all times in day, I'm always in view of the Megabucks machine. Like, literally, I can look up and I see like 10, 15, $20 million just like rolling. Just mocking me like, no fucking chance, buddy. You will never have this in your life. Way too many bad decisions. Be like waking up to every morning with the smell of like fresh baked cinnamon rolls, getting all excited, but then instead of cinnamon rolls, it was a shitty job in a casino. I work with this guy and he's always telling like stories. I don't know, if you ever had someone take a story that wasn't racist at all, but then the way they told it, it actually made it racist? Like, he was just telling me the very basic story, and he was like, I was walking through the grocery store the other day, and these two black guys came up, and I was like, hold on, like, why are you whispering black guys? Like, we're allowed to say that. Wait, are we throwing them a surprise party? Because, like, if that's the case, totally. But, like, other than that, I guess, thank you for letting me know you're racist. Like, I really appreciate that. I'm a single guy. Judging by their reaction, it's going to stay that way. But, like, I have a lot of friends who talk about one-night stands. Like, that's a thing, I guess. And, I don't know. It's just never been for me. I guess it's not my style. Like, I've always had two-night stands, like one on each side of the bed. I put a lamp on each one. My bedside storage space is basically doubled, so I really think you guys should give it a shot. But my last relationship lasted about 3 months, which was probably 2 or 3 months longer than it should have. Like, she was a sweet girl, like, really nice and everything. We just didn't have that spark or that chemistry, whatever you want to call it. But she did have a Tempur-Pedic bed. I don't know if you guys have slept in a Tempur-Pedic bed. Supports you in ways a woman never could. And, like, speaking of mattresses, like, I've never seen a mattress store that wasn't having its grand opening or going out of business sale. Like, why is the mattress marketplace so volatile? I don't think I'll ever quite understand that. But yeah, I'm single, so that means I have to watch a lot of pornography. Let's just put it out there. All the guys in the crowd clapping. Awesome. But, like, I'm at the right age where, like, the internet wasn't always available. Like, when I was a kid, porn was Sears catalogs and imagination. But, like, I remember one time when I was a kid, me and my friends were out playing in the woods, and we actually found a Playboy. Like, it was all, like, waterlogged and dirty and everything, but we were still so excited. Just could not believe it. I remember thinking, like, man, what are the odds? And it turns out, like, pretty good. Because as I got older, every friend of mine had a story about finding porn somewhere in nature. Oh, yeah, we were playing by the river, we were in the woods, whatever it was. Like, who's this humanitarian just littering the nation with porn? Like, that guy deserves some sort of holiday or at least a brand of lotion or Kleenex named after him. Speaking of porn, where do asexuals get off? That's the whole joke. You guys should get that. I think the first, like, impressionist painter was a really shitty painter, but a really good bullshitter. It's like, man, why are all these lines all squiggly and why are the eyes uneven? It just shows the unevenness of life and the different perspectives you have to take and everything. Yeah, I totally get what he's saying. Yeah, so absolutely. I also like video games. I know you're thinking, porn and video games, how is he single? But I like these video games now where you can kind of choose if you want to be good or evil, and then the gameplay kind of adjusts accordingly. I think that's pretty cool. But I also think it'd be useful. Like, we put those into elementary schools, middle schools. Because if you're like 10 years old, and your first thought in turning on one of those games is to just start murdering innocent villagers and children, burning shit to the ground, like, you're a sociopath. Like, I worry about your future and mine. Like, I killed a character by accident once. I felt so bad. Like, I married his widow. Like, raised his kids. Did a lot of farming work, actually. It really kind of took some of the fun out of the game, but I'm nothing if not responsible. I was watching some commercials the other day. I was actually watching TV, and commercials came on. I should specify that. I'm just not a random guy who watches commercials. But one for Papa John's came on, and all their commercials kind of end the same way. Like, better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. I'm like, okay, that's a pretty good slogan. But then a Little Caesars one came on, and it was like, Little Caesars, hot and ready. That's the best thing you could come up with your pizza. Like, it's the right temperature and it's available. Enjoy it. I don't know. I think, like, dog owners have gotten out of control. I know a lot of people love dogs, and I have nothing against dogs, but I think their owners have gotten insane. Like, I don't know if you remember this, but a couple months ago on Facebook, they had these red plus signs that they put, or red equal signs, excuse me, that they put on Facebook, and if you put that as your profile picture, it meant you supported gay marriage. And I'm like, yes, all for gay marriage, awesome. But then someone came along and took that same equal sign and put a dog print on it and said, I don't care who you marry as long as you're good to your dog. Who's on the other side of that conversation? Who's fighting for beating the shit out of their dog? Like, this isn't about you, dog owners. For one time, we're not talking about your dog. This is about gay marriage. Like, just do not insert yourselves in this situation. It's like abortion's really a tough subject. Dogs! Let's relax a little bit. I'll do one more here. Anyone believe in ghosts? Anyone having supernatural experiences? I don't care because I'm really doing the joke regardless, but if you guys want to cheer, it's good. Yeah, all right, a lot of ghost believers. Awesome. I don't really believe it myself, despite your guys' cheers. I don't buy it. I don't know. It would have to happen to me for me really, like buying 100%. But I've had a lot of friends who have these experiences, and a lot of them use the logic. Millions of people have had these experiences. Like, millions of people can't be wrong. Really? Nickelback's last album went double platinum. The Kardashians have 4 TV shows. Some of you didn't laugh at these jokes. My point is, people are wrong all the time. All right, that's it for me, guys. I'm Jason Helbin. Thank you very much.